The FIFA World Cup 2022 started on November 20th and is hosted in Qatar. It was inaugurated with an extravagant opening ceremony in Al Bayt Stadium in Qatar, hosted by Oscar-winning actor Morgan Freeman, along with Qatari social media influencer Ghanem Al Mufta, who gave a message of inclusivity followed by a recitation of the Quran. There was also some other performances there, so definitely it was a grand event with 65 matches that were lined up between a total of 32 teams at 8 stadiums in Qatar. The FIFA World Cup 2022 was kicked off in full swing. There are, however, some other facts that I found pretty interesting and surprising. So what's happening, guys? Welcome back to another episode here on FTD Facts. For this one, we're going to be looking at 10 facts about the World Cup 2022 in Qatar that I think is going to surprise you. Starting off with fact number 10. It was the first time that a Middle Eastern country hosted the games. Qatar, with a population of 2.8 million people, became the first Gulf Muslim country to hold the FIFA World Cup. Qatar won the World Cup bid back in the year 2010 against the United States, Japan, South Korea, as well as Australia. So of course, this was definitely a big deal for the country of Qatar. It's always a great honor to hold the World Cup games. From there, let's look at fact number 9. Pakistan contributed a lot to FIFA. Although Pakistan is not playing in the World Cup 2022, it has made 2 significant contributions to this year's tournament. The country of Pakistan is responsible for manufacturing roughly 1/3 of the overall quantity of the ball named Al Rila, which will be used for matches in the World Cup. Forward Sports, which is a company located in Sialkot, Pakistan, has manufactured these balls. And in addition, Pakistan sent 4,500 infantry troops to Doha, the capital city of Qatar, in October for World Cup security. And also, according to Pakistani security official, the deployment is made at the special request of the Qatari government, and the number of troops was demanded by the Qatari authorities, keeping in view the Pakistan Army's relation with Qatar. So yes, although Pakistan wasn't competing in the games, definitely their presence was felt. Fact number 8, let's talk about the Quran recitation. Being a Muslim country, of course, Qatar commenced the opening ceremony with the recitation of the Quran. Surah Hujurat verses were recited by Ghanem Al Mufta, who is a Qatari influencer. And the verses that he recited were these. O people, we created you from a male and female, and we made you races and tribes so that you might come to know one another. The best among you before Allah is the most righteous. So definitely that was a fitting passage when it came to the overall message of inclusivity at the 2022 FIFA World Cup Games. Also, did you know that the Qatari team made history? So if you didn't know, as a host country, Qatar's national football team, well, they automatically qualified for the 2022 World Cup, making it the first time that the team will be playing in the tournament. And Qatar became the first host nation in World Cup history to lose the opening match, and then only the second host to be eliminated from the group stage. So yeah, they definitely made history. It was really exciting, but it was very unfortunate for Qatar as a host country. This is also the first time that the FIFA World Cup games are held in the winter time. So yeah, this is the first time that the World Cup was held in the months of November and December instead of May, June, or July. This is due to the extreme weather conditions in Qatar during the summertime, which would make it like just pretty much impossible for the players to actually play continuously. It would be just so hot and draining. Though Qatar has relatively cooler weather in November and of course December, all 8 stadiums in Qatar are fully and completely air conditioned. So that definitely would ease the players as they play. For fact number 5, Russia was actually banned from these games. The country that hosted the 2018 World Cup has this year, of course, been banned by FIFA from international football competitions in response to Russia sending troops into Ukraine. Now, with Russian team being absent from the games hosted in Qatar, its fans instead had to come to support Russia's ally country, Serbia. Let's also talk about there being no alcohol. So, Qatar pretty much changed its policy of selling alcohol to fans just 2 days before the tournament started. That was pretty last minute. And of course, people watch football/soccer and they have a beer and they have some drinks. But although according to BBC, alcohol was set to be served in select areas, despite its sale being strictly controlled in the Muslim country. I guess they didn't want fans getting too out of control in the games. For fact number 3, let's talk a little bit about some controversies. Now, Qatar has been surrounded by many controversy with regards to the World Cup in 2022. Firstly, it has been under public scrutiny after news circulated that around 6,500 migrant workers, including those from Pakistan, Nepal, India, Sri Lanka, as well as Bangladesh, they unfortunately lost their lives in the process of building the stadiums in Qatar. Other than that, Qatar's stance on the LGBT movement has sparked a lot of debate and controversy on international platforms. From there, let's take a look at fact number 2, BBC and the opening ceremony. The British media outlet BBC did not broadcast the opening ceremony. This, of course, was a surprise, It drew a lot of criticism. This is the first time that the BBC has not broadcast an international event happening on such a large scale. The TV host Piers Morgan said this in a tweet. Outrageously disrespectful to Qatar that the BBC didn't broadcast the World Cup opening ceremony and instead put out more virtue signaling guff about how awful it is. If they're that appalled, they should bring home their vast army of employees and spare us this absurd hypocrisy. So definitely, yeah, a lot of people had a whole lot to say about BBC's decision there. And Piers Morgan's voice happened to be the outlet for a lot of people that thought the exact same thing. Now, to end this episode off at fact number 1, this could be the last World Cup for Messi and Ronaldo. Yeah, this is definitely sad news for football/soccer fans globally, because this year's FIFA World Cup is likely going to be the last international tournament played by the football legends and arguably some of the best players in football/soccer history, Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. As a tribute to both football players, Louis Vuitton, they shared a photo of both players playing chess for the fans on its Instagram page, which left fans awestruck, and of course it went viral in just a few hours. So we'll see. Both of these football players are great. They have achieved everything. They just need World Cup championships under their belt. So let's see if any one of them are going to do it before they just call it quits and retire from international football playing. So there you have it, guys. This concludes this episode on 10 facts about the FIFA 2022 World Cup that definitely, I think, surprised you in some aspects. Some of them you probably knew, some of them you didn't. But either way, wherever you fall on that spectrum, I'm curious to know what you thought about the facts and information that I shared with you in this episode. Sound off down below. If you did enjoy this one, don't forget to leave a big thumbs up. And until next time, guys, stay awesome, and I'll catch you beautiful people in the next episode.